Welcome back to my cat grooming salon. Today's friend is Simu. Simu is a 10-year-old red tabby Persian, and he is in for a line cut today. Sometimes he's in full coat, and sometimes we shave him down, so it's getting warmer here in New Jersey, so we will be doing his summer line cut. Now, I like to start my Persians with a face trim, which you've probably seen in my other videos, but I wanted to show you a slightly different view of why I do this. So this is the angle that I'm looking at face trims, and you can see kind of the hair that I'm combing forward over the eyes kind of cause this like visor effect. So I'm just trimming the hair that's growing over them, but I'm holding the whiskers out of the way with my finger sheets. See, I'm just going to tuck them out of the way, and then I'm just going to snip real quick so as I don't stab them in the eyeball. But a quick snip really does make a big difference on these Persian faces, and it's just, I think it's just a nice touch. Then I will put the air muzzle on and we will do his nail trim. He is not a happy camper for anything really regarding handling. I've been grooming Simu for probably 5 years, and this is how he came to me. Very grouchy for anything I think what the previous groomer was doing, which was nail trims and shaving. He is mostly okay for bath and blow dry and some comb outs, but he's still a healthy adult. He's got good skin condition, so we continue to shave him until he ages out of that. So once he gets to a point where it's no longer safe for me to do a full line cut, we'll switch to teddy bear haircuts and possibly eventually just stepping down to just bath and blow dries. But he does get matted, and so I see him several times throughout the year, and we just keep an eye on him. So this is a preventative haircut. That's why we're doing it now, because trust me, he is not a big fan if I have to also do matted hair removal while shaving. So shaving them right before they get matted helps to prevent what I know will come eventually. I switched to my wall bravuras to do the belly and these armpits, which everybody hates armpits. They're very ticklish, and I also have to hold the skin nice and stretched out, which a lot of cats don't like, because you can see how thin and flabby that armpit skin is. Very easy to nick. This is my wall bravura, like I mentioned. The previous clipper was a new wall supera, which is good for kind of that bulk shave, but I like to do my detailed work with my bravuras. And you can see this is my perspective of doing those armpits. That's why I like to do them in my lap, so I can kind of look down and really see what's going on and see where the scary bits of skin may be. So you can see right in here. I know, it tickles. But armpits will be one of the areas that get matted the most frequently, so I can't skip this area. I kind of have to do it. So once I get the bulk of it out, I can adjust his legs so I can get the rest of it and the rest of his belly. He's starting to lose patience with me, so I want to finish up as quickly as I can without getting too bunny kicked. But I've got one little tuft that I would like to do before we go to the bathtub, so I just want to finish that. Look how handsome he is. He's naked. And then we go in the bathtub, and like I said, he actually does surprisingly well in the bath, and you would be surprised at the number of cats that are a little grouchy, especially for shaving and handling, do quite well in the tub. This tends to be the area where we're doing the least amount of handling. Yes, we are doing a lot of touching, but I'm not having to extend legs and stretch things out. And see, he loves his toes scrubbed. You can see he's spreading his toes out. I just had to include that bit. I do want to wash around his head, but I have to be really careful because he has this flat, smushed face of a Persian. I'm going to use my Chris Christensen Fresh Face, mainly around the head, and then you can see I've got a washcloth ready because I don't want to get a lot of soap and water directly right around his nose and mouth area, so I kind of have to go as close as I can without him getting too mad, which he's very mad about it. But then I use the washcloth to kind of finish, and then once he is all squeegeed out of excess water, then he'll wrap in a big fluffy towel so I can clean his ears and eyes and give him a little smooch. And then he does pretty good in the blow dryer. Obviously with less hair, it doesn't take too long to blow dry. This is probably the fastest part of his entire groom. And again, less touching. And then he doesn't love the blow dryer directly around his head, so we finish up in a little box dryer. And then I just wanted to show you that he really is the sweetest boy. So when he comes to board with me, this was a few weeks after his groom, he is the sweetest little kitty. Thanks so much for watching. Follow me for more cat grooming videos. Bye!